Red 2 standing by, all 4 lit and in the green. Welcome back to The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, where we have been teleported in front of a dead tree. Our old friend, the tree with lockjaw. And there is a plant in the ground where a Deku Barber was. What on earth is this thing? I've never seen a plant before. Oh wait, it's a tree. It is a small tree with what appears to be a toothpick in its mouth. Hi there, I'm the Deku Tree Sprout. Because you and Saria broke the curse on the Forest Temple, I can grow and flourish. Thanks a lot. Hey, have you seen your old friends? None of them recognized you with your grown-up body, did they? That's because the Kokiri never grow up. Even after 7 years, they're still kids. You must be wondering why only you have grown up. Well, as you might have already guessed, you are not a Kokiri. You are actually a Hylian. I am happy to finally reveal this secret to you. Thanks, you stupid tree. My entire life is a lie. Lunk is going off to have an existential crisis after this. Some time ago, before the King of Hyrule unified this country, there was a fierce war in our world. One day, to escape from the fires of the war, a Hylian mother and her baby boy entered this forbidden forest. The mother was gravely injured. Her only choice was to entrust the child to the Deku Tree, guardian spirit of the forest, who sadly passed away from lockjaw. The Deku Tree could sense that this was a child of destiny, whose fate would affect the entire world, so he took him into the forest and taught him how to record alongside Kelly and Michelle. After the mother passed away, the baby was raised as a Kokiri, and now finally the day of destiny has come. Quite a lot to take in for poor old Lunk. You are a Hylia and were always bound to leave this forest. And now, you have learned your own destiny, so you know what you must do. That's right, you must save the land of Hyrule. Do I get help? Now Lunk, break the curses on all of the temples and return peace to Hyrule. Thanks a bunch, are you gonna help me? In time, that Deku Tree will grow up and become another great Deku Tree. Question: does he become the great Deku Tree of Wind Waker, the mighty Shreku Tree that we saved from a terrible case of acne in a different time? So, hello, Big Tree. My name is Lunk. Oh, it's a choo-choo. There are lots of... Hey, buddy! I need some Clearasil! Can you get me some Clearasil to get rid of these zits, man? I really need to get rid of them. Oh, well, that'll do the trick, I suppose. Who knows? Well, I think probably what it is time for is a little bit of ambling around. We have done the difficult duties. Is Mido back in his house, or is he still out in the forest? No, he's still out in the forest. Maybe we have to go and talk to him. I can do that a bit later. I need to get my horse. Hopefully I haven't got a parking fine from leaving my horse there for so long. So, we're going down to Lake Hylia, but we're not going anywhere near the damn fishing game. The majority of my Skulltula searching will be undertaken when I have the long shot, but we can still take a ride and see what we run into, because we can sometimes trigger the Big Poes now. leisurely ride. There's one. See, it's really, really hard to actually get them. Because you've got to just turn... If you stay in head, you only have one direction you can travel in. Can I make it appear again? Pride has been satisfied. Right, well, we're letting the fairy go. And I need that Big Poe. I hope the flame doesn't disappear. So, you defeated Poe the Ghost. Do you want to catch it in a bottle? Yes, you caught a Big Poe. Sell it at the ghost shop for a lot of money. Unfortunately, it's $50, but yeah, we kind of have a problem. We don't really have any space in our wallet. Again. Maybe I'd better get rid of that curdled milk, just in case I find another Big Poe. What's out this way? I'm going to be exploring a bit. I think there's a Big Poe that appears. You've really got to be quick. And leading your shots doesn't work as well as I thought it would. Alright, so we've got 2 of them. That's really good. Sorry, I just really wanted to at least get that done. Yep, okay, so we've got 2 Big Poes in our bottles and some milk that's gone bad. And barely any arrows. Oh well, I can actually go into Kakariko Village. Oh, I know what I can do. I can do some archery for a quiver. That's going to burn up my wallet. So, with this in mind, let's head down to Lake Hylia and play the Scarecrow's song. Because that will enable us to get some gold skulltulas along the way, but we are probably going to need the long shot for maximum efficiency. And we can ride Epona down to Lake Hylia. Very good, very good. Oh, we actually get a... So I haven't been to Lake Hylia this way before. I've always left that way. That's really weird. So I'm not going anywhere near fishing. Can I get some random arrows? Probably not. I might have to go and buy some in Kakariko or just fill up my quiver by... Oh no, we got some arrows. Well, we got a stack of arrows. We can at least get some of these, but yeah, it's sort of time to switch off and start doing some of the mini-games. And if I head over here, then I can wind up getting the Scarecrow song, as I said. Blue Tektites don't behave any differently to red Tektites. They can just go on water. Hey, aren't you the fairy buddy I met a long time ago? Wow, you grew, dude. Well, here's your song. What? No, I never forget. You're the one who forgot, aren't you? If you have an ocarina, play that song, baby. Hey, it's the ocarina. Play that song with it, baby. Scarecrow song. Oh yeah, that's it. That's the tune. You rock. I'm blown away. Oh, no, I didn't forget the song. I never forget anything. But I just feel like rewarding you, baby. I have a good idea. My buddy Pierre is wandering around, so play that tune when you want to call him. I'll tell him to help you if he's nearby, and here's that song, baby. Alrighty, so we can go over here and do something while we're at it. We've at least got a reason to be down here in Lake Hylia. We don't think we can get anything with the... This should work. And there's the perfect demonstration. Normally we'd need a bean. Oh, please don't tell me we need the long shot. Oh, we made it. Now, there are gways around here. So defeat those. And climb up here. I'm very wary of hearing that music, but this is how you get the heart piece early. If you didn't plant the bean. Because, let's be brutally honest, the Magic Bean Salesman is a rip-off merchant. So we can get out to the center island, but we've done what we can here. If we need to, well, we can go out to Gerudo Valley, but it's probably a little bit better to go out to Gerudo Valley once we've got the Megaton Hammer, because we've got some Skulltulas we can get, I'm just realizing. Always different plans. So, let me think. So, I would have to go out to Gerudo Valley to continue the Big Goron Sword quest. Which I probably should do. Let's go and do that now. We will wind up running into the more irritating Big Poe to get because it collides with a wall. The one that's summoned around here. I think the trigger is just up ahead. Wait, hang on. So we got too far away from it. I got a little bit distracted by something. Hold on, I presume it's a boulder. Yeah, I just caught a glimpse of that boulder out of the corner of my eye and I wondered... Wait, is that that's not a P-hat? Surely not. I was wondering what was going on because they're only Kid Link. But yeah, the Big Poe... That's probably the furthest I've ever bothered to do with the Big Poe side quest. Because it's... You've got to know where they are, you've got to shoot them on horseback, and you've basically got to go... I think I'd probably have to shoot them once, go out of Inn Head, start chasing them, get to Inn Head, and go from there. Now I'll need probably need the long shot for the Skulltula searches, but you can get one out in the valley with the Megaton Hammer. And if we go at full speed, Epona jumps the gap. And we can talk to the man we need, Muto the Carpenter. Hey, that saw! It's mine! But, thought I left that saw with my old lady. Ah, well. My big Goron tool broke, so I was going to Goron City to get it repaired. Your coming here is great timing. Will you give me my saw? Good kid, thanks. Sorry that I can't give you something as good in return, but take this anyway. So, we traded the poacher saw for a broken Goron sword. Visit Big Goron to get it repaired. Big Goron is on top of Death Mountain. What I'm tempted to do is once we need to get Epona to turn around, go back over the valley. Please turn, Epona. Here we go. So we go across there, and then we can probably... Okay, so I'm going to Kakariko Village because I can get another heart piece, and then I can wind up getting the bigger quiver. There's a lot of side questing you can do. It's just a matter of getting the timing right. And even if Hyrule Field is empty and sort of there to give the illusion that a lot is happening, it's still fun riding around. It's really relaxed, really casual. I like this. There's a lot that this game did get right. It's so good. It's been so enjoyable just going through all of this again, honestly. Just being able to switch off and relax and play the game the way I want. And just bring in a bit of humor and silliness. I mean, it's really what this is all about. Like, I don't think I'd ever be famous in all fairness. But it's just nice to be able to bring this to you. To reconnect with these old games. Like, new games are brilliant. There are so many great new games out there. I mean, at the time of recording, we finally, after all these years, got Silksong because, well, they were just working on it at their own pace. Maybe a little communication's nice, but the fact the team wasn't rushed, absolutely beautiful. They did it their own way, and hopefully it's magnificent. So it's time to go and do archery. How well am I going to do? Probably quite painfully. Let's get the heart piece because we will only have one more person with 70s hair that we need to rescue. And that's the one who gives us 200 rupees each day, which we don't need. Alright. Which one is it? The one back here? Not everyone is back to normal. Is it you? You, maybe. No, I just talked to that guy. There we are. These mysterious individuals with the same face and the same 70s hair. We got a heart piece. That's very good. Now, if I wanted to, I could just duck out to Zora's Domain, and once you get the Iron Boots, you can get a couple more heart pieces. But of course, there's a problem that's arisen. When you fight Dark Link, he has the same health as you. So, ironically, he's a lot easier if you've been doing a 3-heart run. Hello there. The Stormtrooper is back. Do you want to play a game? 20 rupees. That's not fair. The arrow is a bit faster. This time I'm ready for those ones. Alright, so it's concentration mode. Alright, well that actually wound up being a little bit easier than I thought. We got the big quiver, and the biggest quiver, horseback archery, that is going to blow a lot of money. Maybe I need to go and buy some bombs. Because I didn't squander anywhere near as much of my money as I was hoping. That sucks, my reputation is based on being a terrible shot. And now I'm not a terrible shot. I'm a semi-competent shot. I'm going to have to turn in my Stormtrooper... Oh, hang on. I know a thing I can do. Potion shop. So, what can we get? We can get blue fire. 300?! You know what? Bottled bug, a fish. What's that? Oh, that's a Poe. Blue fire would be useful. I mean, I've got that milk that's curdling. Oh, there's the bazaar. Might need more bombs. There we are. We'll buy a few bombs and then I can trade in those Poes. But we've got everything important from the Skulltula side quest. It's worth noting that. But if I run up here, I might actually be able to go and get a Skulltula. Well, I will be able to because we have the Scarecrow song. We can clear out the final Skulltula into Dongo's cavern. And I've made space in my wallet. There are rolling rocks that will come down the mountain periodically. Appearing from thin air. Also, what I'm going to do is I'm going to plant that magic bean that I put, the extra one I had, because it creates a shortcut for us to go and get an easier time for doing the big Goron sword quest. So, probably is time to, well, go up Death Mountain. Actually, we might be able to go back to being a kid. We can't jump up there, can we? No, I did stuff that up. Not going to worry about the BMOS. Stay on the edge of the platforms. But yeah, you can actually get through this dungeon a lot more easily as an adult, but we don't need to go very far. Now, if I remember correctly... No, it's... There we are. That was the Elegy of Emptiness. It is admittedly a neat detail how the BMOS blink. But yeah, I just wanted to remember, usually what I do is play the Elegy of Emptiness, which is my favourite of the songs in Majora's Mask, and then press the A button at the end of it. I guess that's right, they explode. There we are, at least. Was I in the right spot for it? I mean, Goron's Lullaby is a nice, simple one that's easy to remember. That wasn't pleasant. Now, we said that. There we go. That should have wrapped up. At long last, we've wrapped up to Dongo's Cavern in terms of Skulltulas. And we're on the start to getting money. A pointless financial reward in this case. So, out we go. Where do we want to go next? Well, back to the temple. Back to the Temple of Time, which is probably smarter, honestly, to save and quit. So, really not too much more I need to worry about, in all fairness. I need the long shot, I think, for the best chance of completing Dumpei's race quickly. It's a bit of a pain in the butt to try otherwise. Oh well, we can make our way out of here. Just sort of thinking of what exactly I am going to do. Or if I do need to do anything. So I think my ultimate plan is to switch back to being a kid. And so next time I will just save and quit in the Temple of Time. Save and quit, and we'll end up back at the Temple of Time. Actually, in all fairness, I'd probably better do that now. Give me a moment. Yeah, I kind of remembered I had a couple of Poes to turn in. If I'm actually doing this, I might as well do it right. Ah, talk to him. Hey, young man. What's happening today? If you have a Poe, I will buy it. Your card now has 0 points. Come back again. There we are. Oh, you brought a Poe today. Very interesting. This is a Big Poe. I'll buy it for 50 rupees. On top of that, I'll put 100 points on your card. If you earn 1,000 points, you'll be a happy man. And here we are, there's number 2. So we'll skip through that. So, I'll keep a list of these as well, and probably do a little bit of Poe hunting off screen at some point. That's an interesting drawing of the Triforce there in the corner. 200 points on the card. But yes, you can see those floating around. Sometimes he will just sort of whack the stick and keep them going back in to that little cage. So we've got 2 empty bottles, which is actually really handy for when we go to... when we wind up going to Zora's Domain and doing the Ice Cavern, which we probably could do. I believe we actually do need to get that done as part of the quest, since we do need to talk to King Zora. So I think that's going to be the next thing once we get back from being a kid. But we'll talk to Sheik and finish the episode. Sheik is mysteriously here. You destroyed the wicked creatures that haunted the temple and awakened the sage. But there are still other sages who need your help. In order to awaken all the other sages, you must become even more powerful. You must travel over mountains, underwater, and even through time. If you want to return to your original time, return the Master Sword to the pedestal of time. By doing this, you will travel back in time 7 years. The time will come when you will have to return here quickly. I will teach this to you for when that time comes. The song to return you to the Temple of Time, the Prelude of Light. Oh, there is one more thing I think I need to do. There's a sculptor in the Sacred Forest Meadow. If I don't wind up getting that, it's probably best I get it now that I've thought of it. You have learned the Prelude of Light. As long as you hold the Ocarina of Time and the Master Sword, you hold time itself in your hands. Lunk, we shall meet again. Now, should work. You can only play warp songs in areas that do have a map. Alright, so let's go. Is it night time? No. Alright, one more ocarina. So, on the walls high up, there will be a sculptor that we can get with the hook shot. And that moblin down there we can take out with the bow. We get hit with those club strikes, we go back to the start of the area. Down it goes. Nicely done. Nicely done, Lunk. And we get $20. Because we all know that the most important thing is being able to loot our enemies' pockets for change. Somehow we can hookshot onto the ladder, okay. Alright. There it is. Navi, please. Well, that got another one. Let me check. Lost Woods, yes. Kokiri Forest, yes. Zora's Domain, no. That's actually really good to have completed that, and we'll be at the Temple of Time next time. Thank you very much for joining me. Till next time, this is Red 2 returning to base. Oh god, that's still moving. I didn't realise that was still moving. I don't think I've ever been more annoyed to be rich in my entire life. We got there's $100 under my house? You must be hardened with fire. You ruined my line.